Good morning, you guys. This is supposed to be the purple pastel look that was requested. However, I did forget to use the glitter that goes along with that. Gotta get the hair out of the brush. Just trying to pull all of the hair to the front of the brush so I can pull it out. Here we go, cleaning it out. Oof, almost hit myself in the face there. Okay, it's cleaned out, there it is. There it is. Now we're gonna brush our hair back. I don't know what all of this white stuff is in my hair. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. Anyway, brushing all of the hair. My stomach is growling at me. The only reason I say that, stop it. The only reason I say that is because it's loud enough to pick up on my recording thing for my voiceovers. So if you heard like a low growling noise, that was my stomach. So, hair tie. I do believe I only put my hair in a low ponytail. I think. If I remember correctly. Gotta fix that industrial. Also, there's going to be some jump cuts in this video. Those were just really long, like, pauses, or really long singing / dance break things. And then one of them I actually got up and started walking around for a little bit and forgot that my camera was recording. Oh, excuse me. I got the sneezes. So this is that Derma Control. I have it right here in my little basket. No, I don't. Right here. Cetaphil Derma Control Oil Absorbing Moisturizer with Sunscreen. Broad Spectrum SPF 30 for oily / sensitive skin. This worked, I would say, pretty well on my face. There was a few places, which I'll point it out later in the video, but there was a few spots where it kind of separated from the makeup. I'm not really sure how to explain it, but it, like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's like separated, but at the same time it wasn't. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Other than that, it worked really well underneath my makeup. Another thing that you guys will see is drinking Gatorade there. I did use the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer. I do not like this. The only reason I even used it is because I'm trying to get rid of it. Right there. That's the Luminous Putty Primer. I've made a decent sized dent in it, I would think. I'll say the dent is even better when it's gone. This is just not one that I like. It puts like a gold reflection on my face, and it didn't seem to matter what foundation I used. Either way I tried to wear the foundation, it was like gold glitter under my makeup. I did not like it. I do not like it. I want to try the matte poreless putty primer to see if that one will work for me. You can't really see the gold specks on camera, but you can definitely see it in person. I usually tend to try to stay away from stuff like this, but I was very curious about it. And at the time, it's the only one that my Walmart had, so I, in the end, decided to go with it, which was a mistake. So, Luminous Putty Primer. No thank you. No thank you. I don't like it. We are taking a Echo Brush. I think this is pronounced Eco Tools. It's called their Base Buffer Brush. I do like this one for spreading primers around, specifically in pots like the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer comes in. Yeah. If it comes in like some sort of squeezy tube, I tend to prefer to use my hands to just rub that around. Yeah. So we're just going to buff that in. You're seeing indenting like crazy in this video. Had to cut most of it out. So I didn't actually end up going with the Lottie brow thing. I went with the BH Cosmetics Brow Designer, I think is what it's called, in dark brown. I like it. To be honest, I don't see anything special with this particular brow pencil. I do like that it's skinny. So you guys can see the shaking. I'll explain in a different video what was going on, but I did have to get hubby's help quite a bit in this video. Yeah. So, for concealer, I went in with two different ones. I went in with the one in the pot is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Concealer. Again, was having a very hard time trying to outline the eyebrows, and I did do something kind of stupid now that I look back at this. But it's amazing to me that I actually was able to get this done with how bad the shaking was. Yeah. So, like I said, Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I have the one in 100. I don't see any issue with it. I really like it. Again, the only thing that I don't like about it is the packaging. Maybelline, do better on the packaging, please. You guys will see the palette that we used is the one that I'm holding. Lilac You a lot. There is a hair. Like I said, I'm surprised I was able to even get this done. Just trying to get to my coffee. That's all I'm trying to do. I did kind of mess up when I was trying to blend the concealers. I accidentally got it in the brow, and hubby had to help me draw the brows back on. So yeah, that was kind of a goofy mistake. I should have known better to do that. Also, don't do what I did in this video. I was being lazy and I didn't want to get up to wet my foundation sponge at all. So I just used it as is. Don't do that. Get up and actually wet it down. It makes it so much easier to blend whatever you're trying to blend out. It makes it so much easier. I'm also trying to go over the red spots that are on my face. And I don't remember when I went in with this other concealer. I know I used both of them. Faces. What kind of face was that? Right here. e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer Matte Finish. I have the Fair Warm one. I was trying to make the lid a little bit of a lighter color, and I wanted to highlight the underneath of my eyes. So I was trying to blend the darker concealer on the top and the lighter one on the bottom for what I had in mind for this Lilac You a Lot palette. Oh, that's the palette that just closed on me. Move the chips out of the way. Watch all the faces. But yes, this is the 16-hour Camo Concealer Matte Finish one. This is where I was lazy and didn't actually wet the sponge like I should have. What the? Why's my phone going off? It's that Monopoly Go game. I downloaded that a long time ago. I don't have a tendency to play on the Monopoly Go game, but I really do like it for when I do actually play. Like I said, it was kind of a mistake to do it this way. And then I don't know why I did it in the order that I did it, but I went in with powder around my eyes, not thinking that I would have Wolf also barking in the background. That's too funny. I went in with the powder around my eyes thinking that I wouldn't have to blend the foundation there. That didn't work. Now my dog is barking in her sleep. This is the Coty Airspun powder. I have the one in translucent extra coverage. Don't do this powder step yet. Do it after your foundation. It'll make it 1,000 times easier to blend. Kind of a difficult step, I guess, to try to blend. I made this video a lot harder on myself than it should have been, but I guess it is what it is. I was talking to the hubs there. Singing and dancing like we always do. Also, I got a kind of a hate comment basically telling me to stop being weird. No. My answer to that is no. If you don't like my channel, you don't like me, then click off. What the hell are you doing here? Yeah. No. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing because I like it. Yeah. So. Trying to blend the powder down. This is the eye look that we're gonna do. It came out a little bit darker on the lid than what I wanted it to. Yeah. So it was not. I had a bad headache when I was filming this video. There was nothing fun about it. Okay. Give me 1 second to get back into this. Woo! That was loud. This is the bottom middle shade is called Iffy. The next top shade that we're going to use is called Fluffy. Or no, Fluff. I'm sorry. And the next, like, inner corner shade is called Cloud. I'll read them off again as I show you guys. So I'm gonna tap the color on the outer corner of my eye. Dip the like top part of your brush into Iffy. You want to use, I have like a weird flat shader brush slash crease brush type thing, which is the one I'm using here. I'm trying to make sure that the color stays even throughout the eye. It has a tendency to go lighter in some spots and then darker in others, even though we had set the foundation part to the eye. So I'm just trying to make sure that it stays all a similar shade of purple. Maddie was doing something funny outside. Where the hell did my husband go? I just noticed he wasn't in the background. Where the hell did Hubs go? Did Hubs go? This is water. Spray the brush, oh my god, the brush with water, and it helps kind of, I don't even know what you would call that shade. It's not like sparkly, I don't know what you would call that shade. This one is Fluff. It's like bigger versions. Hopefully I don't get marked for that. That was my alarm going off. Sorry about that, guys. I really don't know how to explain this shade or the next one that's coming up. It didn't want to come off the brush at first, so I was getting kind of irritated with that. I gotta text my mom. We're singing and dancing again. Alright. So I pulled this Fluff shade almost completely to the inner corner, not quite. The next one is Cloud, which I used to highlight the inner corner and below the brows. It didn't come off quite as bright as I am hoping for. Now we're gonna go under the brow. You can tell I was having a hard time doing the brows. Look how shaky they look. I should have filled it in where I accidentally hit it with the concealer. Singing and dancing like we always do. Alright. Didn't know I had this. But that we didn't actually end up going in with. I am trying to find the... Yeah, there they are. The eyeliners and mascara that I use. This is the Il Makiage liquid liner. Ink liner black by the Il Makiage one. So this is a felt tip liner brush. I do think the felt tip part of it, like the actual liner part of it, is a little bit too long. I wish it was actually quite a bit shorter. That way you would have more control over it. Didn't actually turn out that way. So, this is what we're working with right now. Okay. So, the next item that we're gonna go in with, I forgot to get a clip of me actually doing it, but this is the cream gel liner. It's by ColourPop, and it's in the color Swerve. This is the underneath for the waterline. There we go, right there. Cream gel liner in Swerve by ColourPop. And then for mascara, I have the Maybelline New York Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara. I am literally digging to get what is left of this mascara. I need to get a new one, to be honest. I really need to get some new mascaras. If you guys have any suggestions for me, please, like I said, leave them in the comments, and I will see if I can try to find them on the Walmart, because that's just the easiest way for me to get the products here in order for me to test them. I'm scraping the sides of the Sky High mascara to get what's left of this. Okay. The sponge that we used for the eyes is from the e.l.f. Cookies and Dream collection, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I am gonna put this down here. Put the rest of this up here. Okay. I'm gonna hopefully give you guys a fair warning on this. I went to go and check, like, what I had for highlighter, and found a very dead bug in my highlighters. I was not very happy about that, but hell, I guess it's what it is. This is gonna be loud again, hold on. Trying to get the mascara on. Decided to give it a chance at the lower lashes, which just ended up smearing everywhere, so don't suggest doing that. So the next product that we use is the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk. I have the color 510 Porcelain, which ended up being like way too light for my skin tone. This is supposed to have a dewy finish. Yeah. So this is where I made kind of a stupid mistake. I should know better than to set around my eyes and then have to blend some kind of foundation in with it, and I put way too much right there. I even got it in my damn hair, which just decided to go in with my hands. Didn't bring out the sponge that I already had laying in front of me. And at this point, hubby was actually talking to his brother on, what the hell is it called? Discord. That's what it's called. Couldn't remember that for a second. He was talking to his brother on Discord, and look at all this white in my hair. I think I have a dry scalp. See, but my hair gets oily. That's what confuses me. I don't know. I don't know what it's doing, but all this white in my hair is just there. I've kind of given up on getting it to go away, to be honest. Just trying to blend all of this in. Singing and dancing again. Tried to blend it into my skin the best of my abilities, like the best I could for it. Just got it in my damn eyebrow again. I don't remember if I had hubby fix that or not. You can see it's already into the makeup and everything. I don't like all this white stuff in my hair. Okay. So we are going to set this down with the Coty Airspun Powder Translucent Extra Coverage. I really do like this particular powder. It's one of my preferred powders to use, and not just because it's drugstore makeup. I have had the Laura Mercier one. Did not care for it. Do not care for it at all. I went back to Coty Airspun Powder every single time. So we are going to set this down. And yes, I got powder in my hair and in the eyeshadow. I'll fix that. I think I'll fix that in a minute. Now we're gonna go in with a brush. Brush the rest of this. So the rest of this, I had a very hard time deciding on the blush and on the bronzer and on the highlighter. I don't think I got footage of hubby doing the blush for me, like picking the blush, but I think I did get footage of him picking the bronzer and highlighter, and that's when we found the bug inside all of the makeup. So Profusion Blush 3 palette, and we're going to use the color called Bliss. Didn't show it very well there. Bliss, right there. I was pretty shocked to see the amount of coverage it gave. I wanted the eyes and the blush to stand out rather than it just being one or the other, so we went in with a softer bronzer and highlighter rather than making it all like the face base stand out more, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Okay, took what extra blush color I could off to try and blend what was on my face out, if that makes any sense. Okay. If you ever decide to try some of these blush palettes by Profusion, just be careful because they can be very pigmented, and they do give a lot of kickback in the pan. Like I said, just something to be aware of. Hubby was asking to see my face because I didn't know what to do. Alright, you guys are gonna see hubby. He's comparing bronzers right now. This is exactly what he did with the blush. But I wanted to get some of him helping me out in this video. So he's sitting here trying to figure out bug warning coming up next, just so you know. Right there, dead bug. I was really surprised at how dirty this gets. I just recently wiped all of this out too. And then tell me why there's a dead bug in my highlighter palette.
I found my Christmas.
Anyway. Did you?
Yeah. It's way behind there in the corner.
There's the bug. Look how dirty this one got. Okay. Had to put all of the highlighters in a Walmart bag. So we are going to use this top row, this is by ColourPop Pressed Powder Bronzers in Avelia Beach. I kept forgetting which one he wanted me to use, so I had to keep having him point it out. The highlighter that we used is again from ColourPop Pressed Powder Highlighter in Easy Living. I just wanted it to be light. I wanted the blush on the base to stand out. And obviously throughout the day your blush is going to fade, so I do tend to go heavy-handed with blush. It's gonna fade throughout the day, so blush is the first thing to leave on your base. So you keep that in mind. Like I said, I just wanted it to be a light bronzing of color. I didn't want it to be like crazy heavy. He was asking to see my face again. Highlighter brush. This brush in particular is the Moda brush and it's their glow brush. If I can say that right. Oh my gosh. Really like this brush for highlighter. I think the only other thing that we have after this is lipstick. Glow Brush by Moda. Easy Living. Yep, ColourPop Pressed Powder Highlighter and Easy Living. So, for lipstick, this is number 620, Julie Ann's Nude. This is by L'Oreal. Collection exclusive. I don't know what that means. But you guys will see there's not a whole lot of this lipstick left. I absolutely love this lipstick. I hope to be able to find it again. I just wanted like a light highlighter here. I didn't want like crazy pigmented highlighter. Hubby was talking to two people at once, which is interesting. Here's the face. Again, singing and dancing. There's what's left of that lipstick. Julie Ann's Nude, 620. Never went back and fixed the eyeshadow where the foundation hit. I had already put away the Lilac You A Lot eyeshadow palette, so I had to go in with Or Could You Not palette. I have to use the other side of this lipstick because that's what's left. It's only supposed to get up to 74 today. It's 66 as it is. Just trying to get this lipstick on. I like this lipstick in particular because it's not only got the color, but it's also got a glossy finish to it. I absolutely love glossy finishes. I love you guys. I hope you guys are having a good day. Bye, guys.